Good morning, everyone. Am I audible to all of you? Let us just wait for 1 minute. Let everyone join in. Then we will start with this intensive 25 hours AFM marathon. Let me just update in the group that I'm live. Good morning, everyone. Am I audible to all of you? Is my audio absolutely comfortable for all of you, friends? Yes, I have informed everyone. Good morning, Sarvamangala. Good morning, Anu. Good morning, Linda, Deepthi, Durga Prasad, Aishwarya, Deepthi, Shana. Good morning, everyone. I hope I'm absolutely clear and audible to all of you, friends. Let me just check the audio settings. Yes. Perfect. I think I can see you all now. Okay. Just confirm about the audio one. Yes. The audio also looks to be absolutely clear. We'll just wait for 1 more minute, friends, and then we will start off with this intensive 25-hour AFM marathon. Perfect. Thank you, Aishwarya. Thank you, Shilpa, for letting me know that. All right. I believe all of you have joined in now. Shall we begin with today's session? Please type a yes in the chat box so that I can start off and give you a big introduction about how we are taking this thing forward. Ready? Perfect. So, friends, welcome to today's 25-hour intensive AFM marathon. Friends, this 25-hour marathon is a very successful batch that I'm launching free of cost for all of you so that we both can study together, so that we both can win together. Friends, I believe since you're all CA final students, you would have heard about Pareto analysis. What does a Pareto analysis tell you? It tells you that 80% of your results normally come from 20% of your efforts. This is something which is actually true because the major part, if we can cover in a shorter span of time, you can definitely score excellent marks in the exam. I had done the same 25-hour marathon a few years back, and trust me, friends, the students who attended that, many of them passed only by attending the 25-hour marathon, which is not at all advisable, friends. It is only advisable for those who have absolutely no time, right? Are attending for the first time, just want to learn something and go and write. But there are people who have scored at 40 plus by just attending the 25-hour marathon, by just investing these 3 days plus the extra study days at their home. So, friends, right now, the objective of this 25-hour marathon is that I want to cover the entire area in this short span of 25 hours, wherein I will give you a brief explanation about the concept. There are two things coming in. One is concept and the other one is problems. Correct? Concept, in my class, I'll be giving you a brief explanation. Plus, as you proceed, I will give you a link to one of my websites where you will be getting free detailed concept videos also. So that way you can learn the concepts in an elaborate manner if you want, or if the brief explanation is more than enough, that would satisfy all your areas and all your doubts also. After that, we will do problems. This problems, what we do will be the tough problems. These problems, what we do will be the past examination problems only. And when I do this problem, I will explain every problem conceptually and we will do it. So we'll write the basic data, I will explain the logic, and we will go on solving. Is everybody clear with this part? And at the end of the class, okay, whatever I keep you in writing, you please note it down. At the end of the class, this handwritten notes of mine, I will export it and I will share it to the WhatsApp group which is already there. I presume all of you are familiar with the WhatsApp group. If no, please let me know. I will arrange the link for all of you. Okay. And even before I forget, if you have any doubts about this 25-hour marathon, you can always message the helpline number, which is 6238 017 100. Okay, so you can just note down this number, and any doubts you are getting which is not being sorted over here will be sorted out with the helpline number also. I hope you are all clear with how we are going to go ahead with this part, friends. Please type a yes in the chat box. Perfect. So shall we begin with this part, friends? Yes, even before I begin, there is one more thing that I need to note you. What is the material source that I'll be using for this one particular 25-hour marathon, friends? For this 25-hour marathon, I will be doing it directly from my mastery book. Now, for those of you who don't know what is the mastery book, friends, mastery book, I'll just show you a sample here. This is the mastery book. This mastery book covers the entire concepts in writing in a very, very elaborative manner. So, for example, if you want to learn how to value a bond, you just have to read through this, and with the self-explanatory with a lot of examples given over here. Now, after reading this, if you still don't understand, you have a QR code over here. Why is this QR code? You can scan the QR code and my video about how to value a bond will start playing. So that way you can learn it from this book. It took me a lot of years of effort to create this book, but since it's out now, it is extremely useful for all the students. And apart from this, towards the end, we have covered the last 10 years of question papers, RTPs also in this book. By doing so, this book contains a big database of effective relevant questions. So when I say effective relevant questions means I don't want to add unnecessary questions. We have 375 questions in this book, friends. 375 effective questions which are either past examination questions or study material questions, or this is a past RTP or MTP question. Everybody clear with this part? Now, many of you might be having this doubt, how do I access this book, friends? For that purpose, we have two categories of students who are attending my YouTube live right now. One, those of you who are already my students. I can see many of the names which are familiar to me over here. Divya, Sarvamangala, I know a lot of you who are already attended my classes earlier. So all of you already have attended my class and you already have access to the ebook, if I am not wrong, correct? In case you have missed out on the access, just message on the helpline, they will arrange the access for you. Okay. For those students who are attending my class for the first time, just for a purpose of, making them serious about this subject, making them serious about the studies, you have a small, very, very small investment to be made, friends. This ebook is actually available for a price of 750 rupees. But I don't want to charge you money for this particular thing, but I want you to be serious about studying for this topic. So as a part of that, after discussing with my team, we have come to a conclusion that any of you who want to buy my ebook as a part of this 25-hour marathon, you will be given an absolutely 50% coupon. You can buy this book at 375. Okay, so that's exactly half the price. For that, you need to use a coupon code. How? I will just explain to you in 5 minutes and then we will start off with this thing. So point number one, you will have to install my app. So you may be using either a Play Store or you will be using iPhone. In Play Store, you have to search for Tarun Jagdish. In iPhone, you will have to use the app called as Class Plus. So once you install this app, they will ask you for an ORG code. Here you have to go and give the ORG code as ELEVM. Alright. So once you enter this, you will automatically enter into my app. I'll share the link with you with the coupon code. This coupon code is applicable for the first 50 students, friends. I'll share the coupon code with you right away now. One moment. Yes, I'll just show you where the book is available. Once you install my app, you will have to go to courses. In that you have the ebook available over here, friends. It's actually priced at 750, but we have created a coupon code. And for this coupon code, the coupon code for purchasing this book is ebook September 25. So I'll just write down the coupon code over here. Please note it down. Books September 25. So the moment you use this coupon code, the price of the book, which is 750, will come down to 375. Apart from this, suppose you want a physical copy, you're not comfortable with the ebook, you want a physical copy that is actually priced at 1400, but for these students, I'm going to provide it for the cost that comes in, which is approximately around 1000 rupees. So for this, you'll have to directly message the helpline. They will arrange the book for you, friends. All right. Initially, if you want, it's comfortable for you. You can just view my classes because anyways, I'll show you the book in the videos also. If that suffices, you can definitely take ahead and go ahead with that because everything will be covered in the class. Even the screen will be shared. Just that if you want to do self-reading and if you want to work out extra questions and revise whatever is done in the 25-hour marathon, only then this book will be required by all of you. I'm sharing this in the WhatsApp group so that you all can, click on the coupon code and you can use it. I hope all of you are there in the WhatsApp group, friends. Perfect. So I have put these details also. Shall we now quickly begin with today's 25-hour marathon, friends? Are you all ready? Please type ready in the chat box. This is a 1000-page book and it covers everything. It covers theory, it covers problem, it covers concept, it covers additional practice questions also. Fantastic. So friends, with this, let us start off with today's session on AFM 25-hour marathon. So friends, I will now give you the study plan which is supposed to be followed by you. As far as the exams are concerned, I can categorize them into 2 parts or 3 parts if you want. Easy, moderate, and the last part is what we call it as tough. Okay, so when you talk about easy topics, the one of the easy topics that you have is security valuation. Then you have mutual funds. Then you have mergers and business valuation. These 4 are very, very easy. They are not very, very complicated. In the moderate topic, I would put portfolio management mainly, friends. And in the tough part, I will put forex and derivatives. Here I'll also add miscellaneous. You have got some small topics like value at risk, etc. also, which can come into the picture. All right. So what we will do is, friends, first we'll start with the easy topics because in less time from the examination point of view, this entire area together will be covering around 60 to 70 marks. Everybody clear? Portfolio management, you can take a 10 mark. Forex and derivative will be either 20 to 30 marks. Hold on. Sorry, 10 to 20 marks. Am I right? That's how it tallies. 70 plus 10, 80. Yeah. Sorry, 20 to 30. That depends on how much is less there. Either 20 to 30 marks is what comes in forex and derivatives. So we'll be covering all the 3 conceptually also, problem wise also. So we start with the first chapter now, security valuation. All right. Wait, I'll open a new page so that I can share all this with you. So I'll call it as 25-hour marathon day one. This I'll share it in the WhatsApp group that we have. All right. So in case you're not there in the WhatsApp group, please join the WhatsApp group. Yes, friends. So first, we are starting with a new chapter that is called as security valuation. In this chapter, we have two parts. Part one is what we call it as bond valuation. Part two is what we call it as share valuation. Okay. So, yes, Takshinamurthy, capital budgeting also. Sorry, that falls in the moderate topic. All right. Sorry, I forgot to include capital budgeting in my plan. Thank you for letting me know about that. Okay. So, we start with bond valuation, and the second part is what? Share valuation. Now, in bond valuation, we'll start with this part now, bonds. So, tell me, friends, what do you understand from the word bonds? Or can you give me an example of any bonds that you're familiar with? Keep on chatting in the chat box, okay? So that way we will have a very high and a very intensive revision format over here, okay? Perfect. So now interact with me. What do you mean by the word bonds? Friends, bonds are basically risk free securities which are issued by the government. All right. So they are basically issued by the government. Yes, a zero coupon bond is one type of a bond. There are multiple types of bond. So one of the examples of a bond is NHAI. What is the full form of NHAI? National Highway Authority of India. So how this actually works is, friends, suppose this is one person. He is investing, let us say 10 lakhs in the bond. Like this person, there are hundreds of people in the market who will put money in the bond. This money, they will use it for what purpose? To construct roads. Everybody clear? And on this, NHA will do what? They will pay a small coupon rate, let us say 10%. Everybody clear with this part now? Okay. So this kind of a structuring is what we call it as a bond. Bonds are said to be risk free. Can you quickly scribble it down? I'll not give you too much time to write down, friends, because we have less time over here. But I'll give you 10 to 20 seconds per slide to write it down. Please write down now. All right. So I believe you're clear with the concept of the bond. Now I'll tell you what are the different types of bonds. First one is what I call it as a regular bond. Then you have a zero coupon bond. And finally, you have something called as a perpetual bond. All right. In a regular bond, let us say you will have a limited life, 5 years. You will have a face value, let's say 100. You will have a redemption value, let us say 110. Okay. I think these are the main things. Face value. You will also have a fixed coupon. Let us say 10% is the coupon that will come over here. Everybody clear with this part? But when you go to a zero coupon bond, it will have the same limited life. It will have a face value. It will have a redemption value, but it will not be having any coupon. Everybody clear with this part? Third part is a perpetual bond. This will have unlimited life. So it goes towards perpetuity. All right. It will have a face value. It will not have a redemption value. Why? Because it is having unlimited life, my dear friends. All right. And it will have coupon which will go on forever. So I'll write down like this. Coupon forever. Can you quickly scribble this down in your books, friends? All right. Can I go to the next part now? The next question that we need to ask is how to value a bond. How to value a bond. Friends, value or valuation when you do, I need to just share with you one quick lesson which I elaborate a lot in my classes, but here we have less time. I'll just give you the brief of this. Value of any asset, value of any asset is nothing but it is the present value of future cash flows. Friends, any asset value will be how much money it can generate in the future. So, for example, tell me who's your favorite celebrity. Do you like Hrithik Roshan? His new movie has come in, War 2. So, shall we just check how much money he charged for War 2? So, let me just search Hrithik Roshan charges for War 2. This person has charged 50 crore to act in this movie of War 2. Why do you think the producers of the movie were so comfortable paying him 50 crore, friends? That is because they are very sure if Hrithik Roshan acts in the movie, that movie might generate a cash flow of 100 crore or 200 crore. So when they are getting 200 crore, do they have a problem paying 50 crore to Hrithik Roshan? The answer is no. Are you clear with this part, friends? Value of Hrithik Roshan is nothing but present value of future cash flow that Hrithik Roshan can generate. Now, friends, tell me any super flop actor that you have heard about. Have you heard of a guy called as Himesh Reshammiya? Shall we check how much money he charges for movie? Himesh Reshammiya. If you have not heard, please Google him. Charges for a movie. He is still charging 2 crore, friends. Why is he charging 2 crore? That's because he is able to generate a revenue of more than 2 crore. Otherwise, nobody will be paying him this money. Friends, this is a universal reality. Value of any asset is nothing but it is the present value of future cash flows. Do you know Zomato? You all use Zomato and Swiggy app? These two companies are approximately valued at $10 billion. How have they arrived at this valuation? They have taken the present value of future cash flow. So just keep this one rule in your mind, friends. Value of any asset is nothing but it is the present value of a future cash flow. So keeping that, if you want to do a value of a bond, if you want to do a value of a bond, there are three types of bond. What is the first bond that you have? Regular bond, zero coupon bond, perpetual bond. Am I right? Regular bond, the value will be present value of whatever coupon you get plus present value of redemption value. What about in case of zero coupon bond? It will be present value of only redemption value. Why? Because there is no coupon coming in that case. What about in case of perpetual bonds? In case of perpetual bond, it will be the present value of coupons forever. Okay, take a minute, write this down. I hope you are all comfortable with the pace, friends. Should I increase the pace or decrease the pace? Please give me your feedback. Accordingly, we can work it out. Thank you, Durga Prasad. Keep on messaging. Keep on chatting. Keep on talking also there because that's the only way you will be getting the active learning effect. So in the same 3 days, you will learn more if you keep on talking because actively you are engaging your senses into this. Fantastic. Everybody is comfortable. Let us go to the next part now. Perfect. So we learned about what is the value of a bond. Everyone clear? Now we will see how to find out the present value of perpetuity. Friends, why are you studying so hard to become a CA? Let's go to the bottom line. Why do you want to become a CA? To make money. Now let me ask you the next question. Do you want to make money by working your entire life, or do you want to make money while you are sleeping? Deep down, everybody will say, I wish I want to make money by sleeping, but it is not practically possible. That is the reason you are all working. Many of you have got big bucket lists. You want to travel around the world, watch movies, celebrate with your friends, but what's happening? You all are getting stuck with working because you want to make money. You have to take care of your EMI, take care of your family commitments, etc. What if I tell you, after you become a CA, if you plan your funds properly, you will be able to earn money every year without even working? That's what we call it as financially independent. Is this possible? Yes, but it's not immediately possible because you will have to invest some money, and one of the best places to invest is mutual funds, friends. I have researched a lot on multiple areas. Mutual funds provide you the best because mutual funds are diversified. You have an expert handling the money, so there's a very less chance that you will lose out on the money. So if you can somehow work hard, slog hard, get the increment, save some money, and if you can invest 2 crore in a mutual fund, okay, you can take 10 years of your life, 15 years of your life, work extra hard, and if you make it up also, once you invest 2 crore, mutual funds will give you a long term assured return of 12%. Okay, not only that, apart from giving you 12%, let us say that there is an overall growth rate of 5% that is happening everywhere. Okay, so considering this, you will make how much is 2 crore into 12%? You will earn around 24 lakhs per year. Okay, let me for simplicity purpose keep the growth rate at 6%. Okay, so if you are making 24 lakhs from this, I'll show you in a fresh page. Year 1, if you invest 200 lakhs, you get 12%, that is you get 24 lakhs. You can invest half of this, you can spend. So 12 lakhs you can spend every year. All right, you can spend every year. Still you will have a closing balance of 212 lakhs. Next year your opening balance will be how much? 212 into 12%. You will get 25.44. Of this, half you can spend the next year. So next year, along with inflation, you can spend 12.72 lakhs and your closing balance will be 224.72. Like this, friends, you will keep on getting 12 lakh along with I think the growth rate is how much, friends, over here? 6% growth every year forever. Every year forever. Now, friends, I'll tell you how I got this answer. That's because we have taken a cash flow of divided by discount factor minus growth. This is the formula for perpetuity. So if you want to generate 12 lakh every year, mutual fund is giving you 12%. You're looking for a growth rate of 6%. You will get the answer as how much? 200 lakhs. So that means by investing 200 lakhs, you can earn 12 lakhs along with 6% inflation every year. So let us assume you are not looking at 12 lakhs. You want to make 15 lakhs per year. What will you do? You just rework 15 divided by 12% minus 6%. Now tell me what answer do you get over there? 2.5 crore. So if you put in 2.5 crore, you can earn 15 lakhs every year along with 6% inflation forever. So that way you can sleep peacefully. So this is the formula for perpetuity. Can you quickly scribble this down in your books, friends? All right. So I believe you are clear with the concept of perpetuity also. Correct? Fine. So when you talk about bonds, The formula for perpetuity will be, as I told you, cash flow divided by discount factor minus growth, or it will be coupon divided by yield. That's what we call to the investor's expectation minus growth. Normally, friends, bonds don't have a growth. So it will be only coupon divided by yield, because growth is turning out to be how much? 0%. Okay. So I'll just quickly revise what we learned now. Value of any asset is nothing but present value of future cash flows. Regular bond is okay. Zero coupon bond is okay. When it comes to a perpetual bond, the formula will be coupon amount divided by yield. Are you all clear with this part now? Now we go to the next concept, which is yield. Yield means bondholders' expectation. Okay. Or friends, we have multiple terminologies here. One is the discounting factor. Other one is KE. Next one is KD. The last one is WACC. Discount factor means investor's expectation. If you are an investor, you can put the money in bond or you can put your money in father's business. Had I put my money in bond, I will get over there 10% return. If I put this money in my father's business, father is giving me 13%. Will you put the money in the bond? The answer is no. You will not put. Why? Father is giving me more. Now let us assume father is giving you only 7%. Bond is giving you 10%. Will you put your money in the bond then? Yes, you will put the money in the bond. So friends, ideally what they say is that you have to check with your opportunity cost. So one example of opportunity cost is what? It is the money that you put in your father's business. Are you all clear so far now? All right. Fine, friends. So I believe you are all clear with this part. Investors' expectation. KE is what we call it as equity holders' expectation. KD is called as debt holders' expectation. WACC is called as overall investors' expectation. Take a minute, quickly write down this, then we will go to the next part. So every chapter will spend 1 hour on the concept and remaining hours on solving the questions. Okay. Whatever thoughts about these keep coming, keep messaging. That way you will be very, very active. Keep on talking to yourself also. We will do an active learning process. Okay? Friends, what do you mean by active learning versus passive learning? Do you remember the poem Twinkle Twinkle Little Star? When did you learn this poem? You learned this in your kindergarten. Now, if I ask you some question about trigonometry that you learned in your 8th standard or 7th standard, do you remember this? No, but you remember the poem which you learned even when you were much more smaller. How is that? That is because of active learning. How did you learn Twinkle Twinkle Little Star? Your teacher will tell you stand up. You will all stand up. Then the teacher will tell, say twinkle twinkle little star. What will you do? You will say twinkle twinkle little star. Then you will come back home and tell, Mummy, I learned a new poem. Which poem? Twinkle twinkle little star. But by saying it again and again and again, you create an active learning process, and these thoughts, they get embedded in your mind. How did you learn trigonometry? You sat in a place, took a book, silently read through it, wrote something, finished it off. It never stays in your mind. Friends, as a CA final student, if you want to learn things actively, either talk or keep on writing or keep on drawing certain pictures over there. Active learning is what is required over here, friends. Okay. Yes. Nikita, your doubt is investors' expectation and inflation rate is same. No, it will not be same. Inflation always will be lesser than the investor's expectation. Why? Because investor will expect more than what the inflation rate is there until and unless the market goes negative, like COVID, etc. All right. Perfect. Can I go to the next part now, friends? Ready? Okay. So we learned about yield also. Now, friends, when we learn about yield, there are three types of bonds. One is called as a regular bond. Other one is what we call it as a zero coupon bond. And the last one is what? It is a perpetual bond. Am I right? Okay. Now let's talk about regular bond. So when you talk about regular bond, here the formula can be coupon amount plus redemption value minus issue price divided by life whole divided by redemption value plus issue price divided by 2. Okay, so this is basically a formula that you learned in your CA interlevel also. After you did this, once you get this answer over here, next you can also use interpolation or IRR method. I think once we work out a question, you will become more clear about how this works. All right. IRR is another way how we can work out this one particular area. Everybody clear with this part? When you go for zero coupon bond, you have two methods. One is called as bond equivalent yield. Other one is called as effective annual return. Friends, all these formulas have logic. If you go to the concept videos, I'll share that link with you now. If you go to the concept videos, you get detailed concept. In this 25-hour marathon, it will be difficult for me to cover those concepts. So here the formula will be discount amount divided by current market price. Here the formula will be 1 plus whatever bond equivalent yield you got whole power n minus 1. For perpetual bond, we already learned it will be coupon amount divided by yield. Can you quickly write down this in your books, friends? YouTube chat is crowning some people as number one, number two, number three. What is that based on? Is it based on the messages that you send? Or is it based on some other criteria? Mary, you are number one. Megha, you are number two. Durga Prasad, you are number three. Congratulations. I don't know what are the criteria though. Fantastic. Good to know that. Okay. Keep on messaging, friends. Okay. Great. All right. Are you all done writing till here in your books now? Fantastic. So, friends, now I'll just show you from where you can get the free concept videos. Just visit my website. See, the moment you Google it, it's by itself giving you all these videos. You just have to visit my website. After you come here, you click on AFM free concept videos. Okay. So when you click here, you have all the things coming in. Friends, I'm revamping the whole website. That SFM has to be changed. It will be revamped in the next 1 or 2 months. Okay. Now here, if you click on, let's say, bond valuation. Okay. When you come down, meaning of bond valuation. Yield, first 3 formulas, logic. Logic of yield to maturity. Logic of average duration. Friends, all the logics are available over here. So it will become very, very easy for you to learn these things on your own. Everybody clear with this part now? Perfect. Perfect, friends. So I hope all of you are clear with this part. So we have learned regular bond. We have learned zero coupon bond. We have also learned what? Perpetual bond. Okay. Can I go to the next part now? Okay. After we learned these three things, I'll just teach you the next concept, next important concept, average duration. The logic of average duration is within how many years will I get my money back? That is what they are trying to answer using this question, average duration. Average duration can either be done using the table method or it can be done using the formula method. Everybody clear? Table method I'll show you when we do a problem. Formula method goes like this. 1 plus y divided by y minus 1 plus y plus n into c minus y divided by c into 1 plus y whole power n minus 1 plus y. Why such a useless formula, friends? You have in total 4 useless formulas. One is this, second one is the beta formula, third one is Black-Scholes model, fourth one is there in the chapter of security analysis. Apart from these 4, all the other formulas I can logically explain to you. But these 4 deadly formulas, the only way to remember is investing 5 minutes of your life for each of this formula. So in this 5 minutes, you have to write down this formula 10 times. No other way out. Once you write down, it gets in your head. Write down in the exam, finish it off. Everybody clear? Perfect. Now, can I go to the next part? Okay, take a minute, write it down. I hope audio, video, everything is clear, friends. Perfect. So we learned about average duration also. Then we have to learn about something called as volatility. The formula for volatility is duration divided by 1 plus yield. So when you do this, we get a percentage, or the logic of this percentage is for every 1% change in yield, what is the change in price? All this we will learn it effectively very soon, friends. All right. Yeah, please quickly write down this. Fantastic. Perfect. Can I now go to the next part? I think we learned the major part. Next one is convexity. I don't think I can teach you convexity like this. We'll start cracking questions now. All right. Are you all ready to crack questions, friends? Type a yes in the chat box. Fantastic, friends. Now, in order to view this question, okay, if you are already my past student, you will be knowing how to access this book. It's there in your batches of the respective class, wherever you attended. If you are not getting it, just WhatsApp the helpline, they will arrange it for you, okay? Other people, I think I showed you how to go and purchase this one. Price, I told you, please put the coupon code and you can buy it, all right? So that way it will become very easy for you. This has been created separately for all of you so that you can use it. Okay, the coupon code will expire after some 50 people who buy that book. All right, 50 or 100, I don't exactly remember. Once that's over, it will be expired automatically. Now, friends, here let's start with the questions now. Question number 1, this comes on page number. We are doing the practice questions, okay? It is coming on page number 4.A.50. Let's start with an easy question. Then we will go to the advanced level question. Okay. Are you ready? Question number 1, page number 4.A.50. Let's do this together now. Okay. So 10% Government of India bonds are having a 5 years to maturity. So friends, what I'll do over here is I'll write down working note number 1, basic data. Okay. every question will start with basic data. So here they have given the coupon rate as how much percentage? 10%. So coupon rate 10%. Life of the bond is how many years? 5 years. Point number C, maturity value is how much? 10,000. All right. Now they are telling, find out the value of the bond if the desired yield is how much percentage, friends? 8%. Everyone tell me, value of a bond is nothing but present value of future cash flows. So I'll write down working note number 2, value of a bond. So value of a bond, I'll write down a table here, cash flow, discount factor, discounted cash flow. So now I'll put year 1 to 5 at the end of year 5. All right. So year 1 to 5, you have a coupon rate of 10%. So can you tell me how much is going to be your coupon amount over here? Is it turning out to be 1,000? Correct. At the end of year 5, it will be how much? 10,000. What is the yield that they have told in the question? 8%. 8%. Everybody clear with this part? So when you do it at 8%, let us see what will be the answer you will get. First, we need to take the PV annuity factor. Do you know how to take a PV annuity factor, friends? In the calculator, there is a shortcut method. If you don't know, let me know. All right. When you did like this, what is the price of the bond that I got over here? 10,800, or value of a bond is nothing but 10,800 rupees. Can you write down this in your books now quickly? Yeah, you can have a rounding of Durga Prasad, no worries at all. Okay. Okay, now this is a question what everybody asks me. How many decimals should I take? Normal cases, 2 decimals. Alright. In questions like Forex, etc., where the question itself is having 4 decimals or 5 decimals, go by that number of decimals. Alright. Perfect. So friends, this was an easy question. I started off with one easy one. Now let's go to the next one. So I think you got the answer as 10,800 approximately. Now they are telling if the bond is traded at 11,500. So I'll write down the next one. Action to be taken. Okay. So here I'll write down point number A. Actual market price. Everyone tell me what is the actual market price? Is it 11,500? Point number B. Theoretical price. So tell me friends, what is the theoretical price that you get over here? Is it turning out to be 10,800? So now tell me, is it undervalued or overvalued? Your status will be price should be 10,800, but now it is 11,500. So it is what? It is overvalued. And since it is overvalued, what action will you take over here? Will you buy or will you sell? You will sell. Everybody clear with this part? So we are done with question number 1. Can I go to the next question now? Yes. Let's go to the next question. Let's do a couple of easy questions, friends. Get a grip and go to the advanced level questions. Okay. Now this is a question on zero coupon bond. Again, these are all study material questions. Okay. This might look easy, but these are all study material questions. Ready? All right. Question number 2. Working note number 1. Basic data. Point number 8. X Limited issued 1 lakh rupees bond. So what is the face value that you get over here? 1 lakh. Life, 5 years. All right. And they have told the maturity, yield to maturity is how much? 11%. 11%. What is the current value of the bond? If the bond is traded at 74,700, what will you do? If the bond is priced at 55,000, what will you do? Come on, again, an easy question. Value of a bond is nothing but present value of future cash flows. Am I right? Yes. So again, it will be 1 to 5 at the end of year 5. Cash flow will be 1 lakh. Here you have a coupon. Have they given a coupon rate? No, it's a zero coupon bond. Okay. So friends, what will happen? This will become 0. Discounting factor 11%. 0.593. This is not relevant. So I think you'll get the number as 59,300 over here. Perfect. Now they are asking you if the actual price is 74,700 or if the actual price is 55,000. So please interact and tell me, friends, if the actual price is 74,700 means it should be 59,300, but the actual price is 74,700. Is it undervalued or overvalued? Overvalued. Will you buy or will you sell? You will sell. What about in this case? It will be undervalued. Hence, what will you do? You will buy. Quickly write down, then we go to the next question. All right. Fantastic, friends. I hope you're all comfortable with the session. Yeah, let's go to the next question now. Exactly. Sell and buy. We got the right answer. Okay. This is a good question. Let's do this question now. Question number 3. This came in exam also, and it's a slightly different question. Question number 3. Working note number 1. Basic data. Now, M has to make a payment on 31/2001. So I'll write down point number A. Repayment date is 31/2001. All right. Yes. Now, how much money he has to pay? Amount to pay. Does he have to pay 80 lakhs over here? Correct. It has surplus cash today. Today's date is what? 31st October 2000. 31st October 2000. It has decided to invest the surplus funds in bank. So the extra money in bank in a scheme that is offering them a yield of how much percentage, friends? Yield of 8%. How much money should you invest now? Tell me, friends, how do you do this now? There are two ways of doing it. One, we can use a simple X method and we can do it. So X method means amount to be invested today will be X plus this X you are investing at how much percentage, friends? 8% for how many days now? So from 31st October, you have 30 days in November, 31 days in December, and 30 days in January. So it will be 30 November, 31 plus 30. You have 91 days. So this into 91 divided by 365. Has the question told 1 year is 360 days? No, right? This should be equal to how much, friends? This should be equal to 80 lakhs. So once I solve this also, I will get the answer. So that will be X plus 0.0199x is equal to 80 lakhs or 1.0199x is equal to 80 lakhs. Therefore, what will be the value of x now? Do I get the answer as 78 lakh 43,906? Everybody clear with the first methodology? Take a minute, quickly write this down. All right. Can I go to the next part now? Okay. So that is method number one. Method number two is what we have already learned, friends. Value of any asset is nothing but it is the present value of future cash flows. Okay. So when I say present value of future cash flows, how do we do that? Here, cash flow, discount factor, discounted cash flow. So here what happens at the end of the period, I should get how much? 80 lakhs. Now what is the PV yield they have told? 8%. But 8% is for 1 year. We should take 8 into 91 divided by 365. So that turns out to be 1.994 percentage. So now when you take this kind of a number, 1 divided by 1.01994 when you do, I'll get 0.9804. So now when I multiply this with 80 lakhs, I'll get the answer as 78 lakh 43,599. Please cross check. Almost the same, little deviation, that is rounding of error. And that's absolutely okay from exam point of view. You will not lose marks for this. Okay. Can you quickly write down this also in your books? With this, we are done with this question also. Can you quickly write? All right. Can I go to the next question now? Now that we have done some easy questions, let us go to some interesting ones. This is also easy. You can do this yourself. This is also easy. Okay, this is another good question. Question number 6. Let us do question number 6 now. Okay, so here you have a lot of data given. So as I told you, always we'll write down the entire numbers in the basic data. All right. So working note number 1, basic data. All right. So here they have given you the issue price 97,350. $97,350, and the face value is how much? 1 lakh. Face value is 1 lakh. Maturity period is how much? 3 months. Brokerage 0.125% for 3 months. What next have they given? Rating charges 0.5% per annum. And then they have given you the stamp duty, which is 0.125% for how many months? For 3 months. Everybody clear with this part now? From this, they are asking you what is the effective interest rate per annum. Friends, first thing, they have an issue price over here and they have a face value. So basically, when you have an issue price and you have a face value, from this, from what I understand, they have not given any coupon rate separately, correct? So what type of a bond is this one, friends? Can you tell me? This is a zero coupon bond. So in a zero coupon bond, how do you find out the yield? I can either use bond equivalent yield or I can use effective annual return. Normally, from exam point of view, we solve it using bond equivalent yield. All right. So I'll go to the next part. I'll write down the next working note. Bond equivalent yield. So what's the formula for bond equivalent yield, friends? Discount amount divided by current market price. Correct. So here it will be 1 lakh minus 97,350, that is 2650, divided by the current market price. What's the current market price? 97,350. Do you get the answer as 2.72 percentage over here? Fine. Once you get this answer, then we will go and find out the effective interest per annum. How we do this is, you already got 2.72% plus, sorry, this is for what period? I need to convert this into 1 year. That's for 3 months, right? So into 12 by 3 I have to do. Do I get the answer as 10.88 percentage, friends? Correct? Okay. So let me write down in a much more neater manner now. 10.88%. So I'll just come down. Point number A, bond equivalent yield, that we got it as 10.88% per annum. Point number B, you have over here brokerage 0.125. So when you take 0.125 into 12 by 3, you get another 0.5 percentage. Everybody clear with this part? Next one. Rating charges is already given on a per annum basis. So I'll just take it just like that. 0.5 percentage. Next one is what? Stamp duty 0.125 percentage. That will be 0.125 into what? 12 divided by 3. Again, that is 0.5. So when I add up all these things, what is the answer I'll get over here? Do I get the answer as 12.38 percentage? This will be my effective interest per annum. Can you quickly write down this in your books, friends? This is the basic data. Fantastic. Please write down this now. These are all exam questions, okay? What we are doing is all exam questions. So Mastery Book has only compiled all the examination questions together. Fantastic. Are you all done till here? Perfect. So friends, we are done with this question also. Are you all comfortable so far, friends? Just a moment. Okay. Yes, friends. So we are done with this question also. Now, friends, I want you to work out one question yourself. Okay. Question number 7. It's a very simple question. I want you to do it yourself first. Then we will discuss and do it together. All right. 5 years the life. Coupon rate is how much percentage? 8 percentage. Maturity value is how much? 1000. Current selling price 925. They are asking you to find out the yield to maturity. Everyone tell me what is the formula for yield to maturity? Coupon amount plus redemption value minus issue price divided by life whole divided by redemption value plus issue price divided by 2. Can you quickly take 5 minutes and do this on your own, friends? Yes, friends, shall we quickly discuss it together now? So here, life 5 years, coupon rate is 8 percentage. Am I right? Minute. Yeah. Coupon rate is 8 percentage. Maturity value 1000. Issue price is how much? 925. And when you do it this way, hold on, you get coupon amount, redemption value minus issue price. You get the answer as how much over here, friends? 9.87. Fantastic. Are you all comfortable so far, friends? So we are done with this question also. Okay. Perfect. This is an easy question. We'll ignore that. Friends, you can do all these questions yourself. Okay, they are all very easy. Yes, this is a good question. All right, friends, let us do this question now. This is a very good question. This question is having a variable coupon rate. So let's write down the basic data. Working note number 1, basic data. So here I'll write down point number A, whatever is my face value. So my face value is equal to 100. Point number 2, life is equal to 10 years. And they have given you a different coupon rate. So year 1 to 4, your coupon rate turns out to be how much percentage? 9 percentage. Year 5 to 8, your coupon rate turns out to be how much? 10 percentage. Then year 9 to 10, your coupon rate turns out to be how much? It turns out to be 14 percentage. So friends, as your years changes, your compounding factor is also changing. So when it comes in this manner, ideally to solve this question, we can either use the table method or there is also the formula method which can be actually used over here. Okay, let's just go down. Please write down till here first. All right, I'm going to the next page now. Okay, now, so when you come down, they have given you the face value term. They have given you the market rate for the similar debenture is 15, but X Limited wants to price it in a way that the yield can be 16%. So what is the relevant yield for us? Market rate is actually what we should take, but here since he wants to price it with 16, we will stick to 16. All right. X also proposes to redeem the bond at 5% premium on maturity. So what will be your redemption value? Everyone tell me. Your redemption value will be 105. Everybody clear with this part now? Okay. So considering this, now when you come down, they have given you the face value, life, all the datas are given over here. Okay. Now, how they are going to do it is, first year 1 to 4, you have a cash flow of 9. Okay. Year 5 to 8, your coupon rate will turn out to be how much? 10. Year 9 to 10, it will turn out to be 14. And at the end of year 5, it will be 105. So the PV factor is where you have to play around now, because first one, you will have to take the PV factor up to 4 year, it's okay. How do you take for year 5 to 8? I'll just explain that to you. You should first take from year 1 to 8. So how do you take from year 1 to 8? 1 divided by 1.16. So you get the answer as 4.34 minus already how much has come till here? Is it 2.798? So you get the difference. The difference is 1.55 approximately. That's how you get the number. So friends, can you take 1 minute and quickly write down this in your books now? Yeah. Okay, Durga Prasad, I missed one of your messages. So you're saying that If they don't talk about days or months, can we take months to calculate? Yes, you can do it that way. Nothing wrong. All right, friends. I believe you are all done with this part. So we are done with this question also. Perfect. Right, friends. Can we check the next question now? Okay, next is a very, very tricky problem. I think we'll first continue with the conceptual flow, then we'll come back to question number 10. Remind me, we'll do question number 10. Okay, 10 is a very, very good question. Okay, right. These are all similar type problems. It's all on bond refunding. I need to explain you the concept of bond refunding, then we can do it. These are all on bond refunding. Okay, let's do a question on duration of the bond now. Question number 14, duration. Shall we begin now? Everyone write down question number 14. Working note number 1. Basic data. Find the current market price of the bond whose face value is 100. Sorry, face value is not 100, it is 1 lakh. Face value 1 lakh. Life, how many years? 6 years. And then you have YTM at how much percentage? 16 percentage. All right. They have given you the duration is also given in the question. So friends, this question is actually a reverse working. They have given you the duration. What is the duration given over here? 4.3202. So already duration is given, and from this they want you to find out what is the coupon rate. Friends, I told you there are two methods. One is table method and the other one is what? Formula method. Here we cannot use table method. Okay. So we'll do this using formula method, and I have already given you the formula. Shall we write down the formula once again now? Duration is equal to 1 plus y divided by y minus 1 plus y plus n into c minus y divided by c into 1 plus y whole power n minus 1 plus y. So when I put it this way, I think we know the yield. What is the yield? 16%. So 1.16 divided by 0.16. What's the duration? 4.3202. Minus 1 plus y plus life. What is the life? 6 into c we don't know, minus 0.16 whole divided by c into 1.16 whole power 6. That is 2.436 minus 1. I think they have given the value over here. 2.4364. Whatever value they have given in the table, we'll take that value because otherwise rounding off error will come. Plus 0.16. This is the formula. Let us try solving it now. 4.3202 is equal to 7.25 minus 1.16 plus 6c minus 0.96 whole divided by 2.4364c minus c plus 0.16. I hope I have done it correctly. Friends, please pray to God I get the right answer. C into 1 plus y whole power n minus 1. Yeah, correct. Then we multiply with this, correct. Plus y, correct. All right, let's continue now. 4.3202 is equal to 7.25 minus, what is 1.16 minus 0.96? You get 0.20 plus 6c divided by, what is 2.4364c minus 1c will be 1.4364c plus 0.16. Am I right? Whew. So now what do we do next? I think I'll do one thing. I'll put it on the next part. So 0.20 plus 6c divided by 1.4364c plus 0.16 is equal to 7.25 minus 4.3202. Beautiful question, friends. 2.9298. Now I will do cross multiplication. So 0.20 plus 6c is equal to, what is 2.9298 into 1.4364? That is 4.2083c plus 0.468768. Now, I think now it's easy. So what I'll do is I'll put this on this side. So 6 minus 4.2083 will be 1.7917c is equal to, I'll take this on the other side, 0.468768 minus zero point 0.2 will be 0.268768. Therefore, C is equal to 0.268768 divided by 1.7917. Am I right? Correct. 0.268768 divided by 1.7917 in percentage will be 15 percentage. Beautiful question, friends. Let me cross check the answer here. 15 percentage. Beautiful question, friends. Take some time, enjoy the beauty of this question, and do this question now on your own. Mary, you got the answer yourself. That's amazing speed, Mary. Keep it up. Okay. I'm giving you a little bit time because this question was a little bit difficult to absorb. All right, friends. So we are done with this question also. Oh, there is one more part of this question, is it? Fine, friends. Question 14 has one more part. Let us do that part. They're asking you to find out the current market price. Everyone tell me price of a bond is nothing but present value of future cash flows. So here it's been solved very easily. You have a coupon of 15,000 for 6 years, and at the end of the 6th year you're getting 1 lakh rupees. Then there's a small typing error over here which needs to be corrected. It is not 10 lakhs, it is 1 lakh. 1 0 has become extra. Please just strike that off. Okay, right. I will update this saved part over there in the drive. I will update it. Okay, right. So friends, it is 1 lakh. So you get the price as how much? 96,310. Is everybody clear with this part now? Yes. So we are done completely with question number 14. Okay. Can I go to the next one now? This is easy. I don't need to waste time on this. Until this is easy. Percentage downside risk, we'll do it afterwards. We'll do this once we are done with the concept that we are doing now. Okay. Yeah. I think we can do one more question on duration of the bond. Okay. All right, friends. Let us take question number 18 now. In this, we'll write down working note number 1, basic data. Basic data. So first I'll write down the face value. Face value is 1000. Then you have the coupon rate, 16 percentage. Life is how many years? 6 years. Redemption value 1000. Okay, then you have YTM 17%. YTM 17%. They're asking you to find out the current market price, the duration of the bond, and the volatility of this bond is what they're asking. So friends, as I told you, we can find out the duration using two methods. One is the table method, and the other method is what we call it as the formula method. All right. So friends, table method, I will just explain to you by using the table because that's easier for me to do it. Okay. Right. So first they are asking you to find out the current market price, duration, and volatility. Okay. Yes. Let's come down. Okay, hold on. 964. Fine. Friends, here itself you get the price of the bond also. This is the table format for working out the duration of the bond. Year, cash flow, discount factor, discounted cash flow. After you get the discounted cash flow, they take the proportion of the bond value. So, for example, here if you see, I got the price as 136. Here it is 964. So when I take the proportion, I get the proportion as how much? 0.142. Or the logic is 14.2% of the cash flow occurs in the first year. So now this into 1 when I do, I get the average duration over here as how much? 0.142 year. Second one, the logic is 12% of the cash flow is happening in which year? Second year. So the average of this is how much? 0.246 year. Like this, they will take every year, and at the end, you get the answer as how much? 4.247. Or the logic is I get back my money on an average in how many years? 4.24 years. Can you please quickly write down this in your books now? All right, friends. I believe you're all done writing till here in your books now. Okay. Friends, once you do it using the table method, what is the second method that we are having right now? The second method is called as the formula method. Everyone tell me what is the table, what is the method, what is the formula that has to be used. It is not done here. I will do it using formula method. And then we'll pray to God that whatever answer we got over here, we should get the same answer using what method also? Formula method also. Are you ready? Working note number 3, formula method. So what's the formula method? Everyone tell me. 1 plus y divided by y minus 1 plus y plus n into c minus y divided by c into 1 plus y whole power n plus y. So what's the yield in this question, friends? Can you tell me? 17%. So 1.17 divided by 0.17 minus 1.17 plus what's the life? 6 years. 6 into what's the coupon rate? I think it's 16%, right? 0.16 minus 0.17 whole divided by C into 1.17 whole power 6, 1 plus y whole power n minus 1 plus y. I made a mistake in the formula. Minus 1 plus y. Am I right? Okay. So this minus 1 plus y. Okay. So when I do this, let me just work it out now. So how much is 1.17 divided by 0.17? Is it turning out to be 6.88 minus, do you get the answer as 1.11 divided by 0.2504 plus 0.17? So 6.88 minus 0.4204, 0.6896. 6.19. I've made some mistake, friends. Where did I go wrong? Hold on. I made some mistake somewhere. We'll just cross check that now. 1 minute. 1.17, 2.56 minus 1 into 0.16 plus 0.17 is 0.4204. Okay, so that part looks to be correct. I think 0.4204. And upstairs I had 1.11, correct? Okay, 2.64. 6.88 minus 2.64. 4.24 years. Is that the answer that you got earlier? I made a small arithmetic error. Yes, the answer is correct, friends. Hence proven that whether you use the table method or the formula method, your answer will remain the same. Take a minute, write down, then we go to the next question. Yes, friends. Are you all done writing till here in your books? So we are done with the first part of the question where we got the duration. Now let's read the second part. Current market price. Price of the bond is nothing but present value of future cash flows. Here we already got the answer as how much? 964.4. So that part is also clear. Now let's read the next part of the question. Calculate the price and the volatility of the bond. Everyone tell me what is the formula for volatility? This is nothing but duration divided by 1 plus yield. Correct? So what's the duration that you have in mind in this question? 4.24 divided by I think 1.17. Do you get the answer as 3.62 percentage? Or the logic is for every 1% change in yield, price will change by how much percentage, friends? 3.62 percentage. Fantastic, friends. Everybody clear with this part? So once you are done that, they're asking you what will be the price if the yield is going to increase by 75 basis points. So I'll write down the next heading, revised price. So if yield increase by 0.75%, friends, 75 basis points is what? 0.75%. Price will fall down by how much, friends? 3.62 into 0.75. So that is 2.715 percentage. Therefore, your revised price will be how much, friends? Will be, what is the current price? Current price is 964. Yeah, 964.4 minus 2.715%. Do you get the answer as 938.20 rupees? That's it. So we are done with this question. Can you write down this in your books now? Yes, friends, I believe you're all done writing till here in your books now. Perfect. So I think we are done with this question also. Shall we check it? Yeah, 938.14. So we are done with this question number 18. Perfect, friends. So we are done with this. Let's go to the next one. I think we have done quite a lot of good questions now. This is a very good question. Shall we do this now? Question number 19. Working note number 1. Basic data. Can you please copy down this full table in your books? This is a very, very good question. Little illogical, but a very good question. Hi Ajay, for FM also we are planning the same thing. It will happen very, very soon. Please WhatsApp the helpline number that you will get it from the description. Okay, I'll keep you in touch with this. Please write down the basic data on your own, friends. Yes, friends, I believe you have put up this data. Now they are asking you that Mr. A will need 1 lakh rupees after how many years? 2 years. He wants to make a one-time investment now. So considering this data, he has given you details about bond X and bond Y. So friends, even before we proceed with the question, what is the first thing that we need to do is we need to find out the duration of bond X and then we need to find out the duration of bond Y. Okay. So first you write down the duration of bond X. Do it using table method. But friends, let me tell you using common sense. If the life is 1 year, then duration of the bond will also be 1 year because it cannot go lesser than that. Correct. So for X, you get the duration of bond as how much? 1. Same way you do it for bond Y also. So can you please try doing these two on your own now? Duration of X, duration of Y. All right, friends. Did you get the duration of bond X as 1? And did you get the duration of bond Y as 3.53563? Correct? Now I'll do the next part. What is the average duration during which he needs the money back? He needs the money back in 2 years. So, in order to get the money in 2 years, we have two bonds now. First bond has a life of 1 year. So 1 into proportion in the first bond plus second bond has a duration of how much, friends? 3.563. 3.563 into what? Into 1 minus x. So once you put it this way, the formula would be 2 is equal to x plus 3.563 minus 3.563x. Therefore, 2 is equal to, now let me take it on the other side now. So I'll put it, I'll do a, changing the equation. So I'll be 3.563 minus 2 will be what? 1.563 is equal to, this will go on the other side. So it will be equal to 2.563x. Therefore, x is equal to 1.563 divided by 2.563. Do you get the answer as 60.98 or approximately 61 percentage over here, friends? Correct. So if weight of x is 61%, what will be the weight of y? 100 minus 61. That's equal to how much? 39 percentage. Everybody clear with this part now? So now what I'll do is, I'll just write down amount in 2 years. What is the amount required in 2 years? 1 lakh. I will put the present value factor, that is 0.10% second year, 0.909, 0.826. So what is the amount to invest now? Will that turn out to be 82,600? Out of this now, if I'm not wrong, we have to put 61% in bond X, 39% is required in what? Bond Y. Am I right? Okay. So now tell me how much is 182,600 into 61 percentage? Is it 50,386? Is this 32,214? Am I right? All right. So friends, once you get these numbers, what is the price of bond X? Let's go and check. Price of bond X is 972.63. Price of bond Y is 936.52. So now tell me, what is 5386 divided by 972.63? Do you get the answer as 51.8280 bonds, or in practice we can buy how many bonds of bond X? 52 bonds. 32,214 divided by 936.52 will be 34.39, or that will be 34. Fantastic. Can you put this chart in your books, friends? You want to write down this first? Write down this. All right, friends. So I believe we are done writing this now in our books. So with this, friends, we are done with this question also. Fine. Friends, shall we take a break now? We have a few more questions to do with. We'll be done with this quest with this chapter. But even before I do these questions, I need to teach you bond refunding also. Okay, so we have a few more questions to be done. With that, we'll be actually covering this entire chapter, friends. So I hope you are all comfortable and clear so far, friends. If yes, just I have a small request. One, please like this video, and if possible, please do subscribe to my channel. And three, if possible, please share it with your friends so that everyone can benefit from this. Because I strongly believe in only one thing: if only genuine student reference should bring students to my channel. So I request you all to please support me in this one particular part. Let's take a break now. Time is around 8:50 a.m. now. I'll take a break and we'll get back at 9:30 a.m. and we'll resume with our next session. Okay. Thank you so much, everyone. Have a good day. I'll see you after 40 minutes. Okay. I'll see you here itself. Thanks a lot. You all can leave. I'll just take 2 minutes to just check some settings over here, friends. Okay. All right. I think I'll have to sign off anyways. I'll sign off and see you soon. Thank you so much.